Hey, this is Warren Redlick. I want to talk about Model S and X. I think they're dead. I think they've been dead for a while. I've been saying it for more than a year. I think the refresh was a bad commercial idea. You know, great cars. I have a Model X Plaid. I love it. Technically still own a Model X Plaid. I think practically speaking, it didn't work. And so the question is Tesla going to come out with a new Model S and Model X? And before we dive into that, I just want to mention I'm going to throw a curveball later in this video. The curveball section of the video will be for supporters, subscribers on the X platform, YouTube channel members, supporters on the Daily Live, supporters on Patreon. So let's just get clear. The numbers from Q1 deliveries of other vehicles other than 3 and Y, which is S, X, and Cybertruck, were terrible. They were the lowest I think they've been in a long time. And Cybertruck stole some, so S and X are selling almost nothing. I think there was a notice from Tesla to Japanese buyers that if they want to get an S and X, they need to get their order in now. And to me, that's a signal they're going to stop making S and X. Maybe they're retooling to do a new S and X. So here's my theory about what the new S and X might be like. First of all, 48-volt wiring, steer-by-wire, four-wheel steering. Because it's steer-by-wire, you'll have a version with the steering wheel on the right-hand side for countries where people drive on the left.
We make 35,000 of these a week. We have capacity. It's a lot of supply chain to change over, and we just had to sort of pick and choose. And we will get all our cars to steer by wires. We get rid of the steering wheels, of course. But
I think you'll see possibly the new dry cell 4680, which lowers cost and may have added benefits, maybe a couple other features. I think they may be able to drive the cost down to where you can buy a Model X for $70,000. If they drive the price of X down enough, maybe they can sell in much higher volumes. It's speculation. So I think that's coming. That's my best guess is what coming is. They're going to say, you know what, we've got this Fremont factory, and they'll also produce them in Shanghai. They will produce them in Fremont, and they will also produce them in Shanghai. The Shanghai ones would probably not use 4680. They would probably use maybe LFP and nickel. I don't know. You still have the question of what do they do with all the 1865 cells that they're making in Nevada. So maybe they still use 1865s. Those are very good for the high power use that you get in a Plaid, where I don't know that the 4680 has the high power output, so there may be some advantages to sticking with the 1865 cell. And you don't typically drive a Model S or a Model X a million miles, so the advantages of 4680 may not matter as much, and the price difference may not matter as much in that class of car. But let me turn to the curveball. And again, if you are a supporter, if you're not a supporter on one of the platforms, whether it's an X subscriber, YouTube channel member, Daily Live, or Patreon, and you want to hear more, please support me, and then you can get the rest of this on and the rest of this video. So I hope this is helpful to you. I hope this makes sense. Please let me know what you think in the comments and the replies, etc. Thanks.